Hi there, and welcome to my castle. This is a creative castle that I've been building over the past couple of months, I'd say. It's still a work in progress, and I keep going back to it and adding more things. There's still a few unfinished bits to it, but I just wanted to share the current progress with you. And yeah, I'm quite proud of how it's turned out so far. So this is the main entrance area. I've got a big city behind me, but I won't talk about that. It's Galefast City, Galefast Castle. First, I'll go through a couple of things. This is obviously a creative map. I can fly wherever I want, and the texture pack I'm using is Misa's texture pack. And there are a couple of designs I've stolen from people inside the castle, but if I find one or come across one, then I will show you. I will link it in the description and do all that sort of goodness so that you're aware of it. Now, the first thing I'll show you then is a top-down view of the castle, so you can see what it looks like. Okay, I'll skip over there. So this is the main castle. It's not epically massive, as you can see. It's just quite a small castle, but every single room within it has a use and is fully furnished. So we've got a main training area down here. We've got a stables, a blacksmith, some nobles' quarters, and finally a bunch of rooms inside the main keep area, a throne room up here, and a chapel. And yeah, loads of little rooms inside it. So it's not that impressive from the outside. The sun's setting over there. I'll make it daytime soon. Not that impressive from the outside, but every single room is furnished and has a use, and actually has, yeah, a lot of thought gone into it. So that's why it's taken me quite a long time to build. So I'll skip right ahead and I'll go back down to the main entrance and start walking my way through it. So here we are back at the main entrance. What we've got in here are a couple of portcullises. First of all, they have signs. These are not my portcullis designs. These are from Hennis666. I'll link that in the description. There's a couple of signs up here that say they break for no reason, but they can actually go now because I've managed to create a fix for it. And I can show you that it actually fully works. Goes down like that, so you can't get in. And then I hit it again. And ta-da! It's open. So yeah, these portcullises are great. Let's get rid of these signs. Don't need those anymore. And this one also works, and you can essentially block people in here like that, and then they won't be able to get out. The idea being that if they did manage to, it's a bit of redstone lag, if they did manage to get through the first one, then you've got this hole in here where you can drop things down from above, you know, just like in a real castle. You drop boiling tar down on people or big boulders, that sort of thing. And then they eventually get through the second portcullis and they come out into this little courtyard area. It's got two small towers either side with lots of openings for people to fire arrows up at you, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's the main entrance. Quite defensive. I'll go on to show you this top bit now. So at the front we just have this little tower here, little house on top of a big spiral staircase. So this is just basically like a lookout tower that we can look out over onto the main city area. Inside here, inside the main gatehouse, we just have some spiral staircases that lead us down. On this floor, just got lots of beds for our guards. On this floor, we have it's like the upper floor for dropping things down onto people. And also doors to look out onto these little mini vantage points to look out into the entrance. Oh, get through that door. And also doors out onto this, so you can look back out into the castle grounds. And if I go downstairs again, I have got another area where I've got, this would be lava, but this would be like your big cauldrons full of tar, so you can pour tar down onto people from above. And another vantage point out onto the main road up to the castle. So, and then obviously we've got these two little tower areas here, just basically very bare inside these towers. These would just have people in them only whenever there's an attack, really. So no real reason to have furniture inside those. Bit of a boring door there. Might change that so that it actually opens and closes for you. But no. So yeah, that's the main keep house, the main gatehouse, sorry. So we'll move on to the next section. So as soon as you come in from the main gatehouse, on the right hand side there are some stables. And I can go in here and have a quick look inside. So there's basically these areas for some horses to be kept. And let's go up here. We've got a bit of a storage area with some hay bales and some pumpkins and some drinking water for the horses. Just a little bit of a storage area here. I'll go upstairs again, and there's some accommodation. Nothing special, just some furnished rooms for whoever tends to the horses, the stable master, and also some stable boy quarters as well, or slave quarters, or whatever you want to call it. Everyone gets a bed, and some nice windows that look out onto the main castle gatehouse. The next section is the blacksmith, which is just over there. Let's skip ahead to there. So here is our blacksmith, our castle blacksmith. We've got two work areas either side of the main blacksmith building. Each one has a large furnace, a little working area where you've got some water, an anvil and your furnace, and then there's also this workbench over here for people to get on with. These are pretty much identical apart from the mess on the floor, which is just basically gravel, coal and iron ore where people have dropped stuff. And like I said before, everything works and has a function in this build, so even that funnel actually is hollow, unlike some builds where people just put a line of brick, but you can actually go all the way up and down that funnel. Same with that side. And then we have the blacksmith shop in here, who sells all sorts of stuff. Got a nice picture frame with the item and then a sign below it, so you could obviously put prices on the sign or whatever. And finally some accommodation for the blacksmiths. So a little eating room down there, a little kitchen type place, just a nice big family, not family room, owner's room here, so he'd be quite an important guy. Another little single room for their blacksmith's son or daughter or whatever. Another eating room here, and some more beds there. And then if I go upstairs, similar to the stables, some more hands' quarters or slaves' quarters or whatever. And that's all there is to it on the blacksmith side of things. I'll skip ahead now. So just leaving the blacksmith's area here and going around the corner, what I've got down this end is a quick line of toilets, because every castle needs some toilets. Nothing special in here, just a hole in the ground. So we'll leave that. And we've also got some nobles' quarters here. So we've just got 4 houses for the nobility. We'll go and take a look at one because they're all pretty much identical. There's a nice fireplace in the middle, kitchen area, a little living area, dining area over in the corner there, a staircase up to the next floor, which just has some basic rooms, bed, table, chairs, chest. There's the same again, and a double room there. And finally we have the attic area upstairs, which basically is just a bunch of storage for these nobles. And that's about it for the nobles' rooms. Yep. So, whoops, don't want to do that. Like I said, all 4 of these buildings are pretty much identical. You can see in, mirrored a bit maybe. And again, each one of these fires has a chimney that goes all the way up to the top. You can actually look down and potentially see some fire. Can I? Yes, I can. I'll go backwards. There it is. The fire all the way down the bottom. If you can see that. So yeah, next building is this big one in the middle. Let's go and skip ahead to that one. So this building is a training area, or training building actually. I need to rename that since I built a second floor on it. But basically it's got 2 floors of training areas, pretty much identical. In fact, they are identical, these 2 floors. So you've got a bit of an archery range here. So you've got 5 targets there, 5 targets there. And you've got a melee range over here. so you can beat up all of these dummies. Nothing special, just a big training area. I originally had this as a big outside area, but then I thought, you know what, 20 people training at the same time, it's not really good enough, is it? So what I did was I built a second floor, which is pretty much exactly the same as the first floor. If I just go up here, yep, there it is, the second floor, more dummies, more targets, so you can do your archery or whatever. Now the other thing is we've got a bit of just a little room for our recruits to sleep in. Don't really care about their accommodation, so they all get to sleep together. A room for them to eat in. Downstairs in similar rooms we have just some armories, so we've got plenty of armor for if we get attacked. This is where we come for all of our stuff. And then finally we have the upstairs. Now in the upstairs, which is the roof section, we've basically got two areas. We've got one here which is just a load of storage. I'll just show you quickly. Just basically loads of shelves, nothing special. And then through here we have the military archives for authorized persons only. So we can go through here and have a little look around. It's just basically some bookcase of this bookcase is full of all of our military conquests, a couple of chests, some shelves, maybe to put some stuff in, some of our trophies of conquests. And here we have what is definitely not a secret door. Kind of gives it away, doesn't it, really? So there is a button, a secret button hidden in a bookshelf. So we pull a book here, and when we pull that book, the door opens and we can go through. Now this on the other side is just basically part of the actual castle itself, part of the main keep itself. So we'll skip ahead. I'll just show you that this works from the other side as well. It's not the fastest of doors, but it works. So yeah, we'll skip ahead and we'll go to the entrance, the main entrance to the keep now. So we're back outside the training area now, and as you can probably tell by the fact that I've now got loads of stuff in my inventory, I just had to fix some redstone. Basically, a lot of my mechanisms are broken in 1.5 update, and I've just had to go and update this. So, anyway, not going to dwell on that. This is my main entrance to my keep, and the keep is basically this massive brick building, stone building here. It has a few little security measures to get in. First off is this little gate, which is nothing special. It's just a line of gravel that you can lower. And second of which is the drawbridge, which is made of lava. You cannot jump across here. You have to raise the drawbridge, which does that. We also have the gate control, and no drawbridge control here because drawbridge control would be the other side of the drawbridge. It'd be silly to have that there. But yeah, you can go and close the gate from both sides like that. Then once you're in here, obviously, if the drawbridge isn't raised, you'll have an area up either side of you where people can fire arrows down on you. But eventually you'll get across, and there's some steel doors here, which close like that and open again like that. I was a bit worried that redstone wouldn't work then. But basically you've got these little areas here where you can look down and shoot arrows at any invaders. And we've got a little emergency triage area down here for patients. Anyone that gets an arrow to the knee or that sort of thing. And upstairs we have some more accommodation, very basic accommodation in here and here. And upstairs again we have our definitely not a secret door, as we saw just before in the training area. There's a bit of lag on one side of that actually, a bit too much lag. So I need to sort that out, but I will do that at a later date. Let's go down here, we've just got some shelves there. This just basically takes us to the other side of the main keep. And here we have a little platform where we can look out onto the passers-by, onto the castle grounds below. And back inside here, let's go down again. On this side of the overlook, for here, we also have gaps to look out into the castle grounds again, so plenty of space for defenders to shoot arrows down on potential invaders. Some more emergency triage area down there, which reminds me I need to build a hospital somewhere. And then you get through the main door. Here's the drawbridge, which is behind the main door, so you can hear both of those. I can look through that window and see the drawbridge is closed. So let's open those two again. And yeah, so that is the main entrance to the keep. Straight inside the keep we have the Great Hall, which is pretty great. There's enough eating area in here for 100 people, plus the king and a couple of the king's friends at the main table. Big fireplace, lots of open space, lots of space for people to shout and scream and dance on tables and do all sorts of awesome things that people do in the Great Hall. What I'll do is, basically this keep is made up of several floors which follow a similar layout. So we have a spiral staircase on each side of this floor, and we also have a kind of an extra little extension on each floor as well. So I'll go through the floors very quickly and show you what each one is. So this basically has the Great Hall and a fountain, and I will go down a level and show you the floor below, the basement. So here is the basement floor. We've basically got a couple of big caskets, one on either side for wine and ale over there. We have a big supply storage in here, lots of shelves and chests, and we also have our kitchen, where we have lots of ovens, some food preparation area, a cauldron full of soup. It's very blue soup, so that'll be water soup, and a big sink. And yeah, the same on that side as well. And that's really all there is to this floor. The floor above is, directly above here is the Great Hall, so we'll go 2 floors up next and have a look at that one. So this floor, let's go through here, is basically living quarters. So we've got some rooms for knights to live in, just very Spartan accommodation, little bookcase, some shelves, table and chairs, double bed. So we've got enough room for 6 knights there and their partners. We come through here, more spiral staircases obviously, and we have our main barracks type floor here as well. So in this room we have just lines and lines and lines of beds, and we'll go outside of here and go back in this room where we just have more beds. And I think, if I remember correctly, there are exactly 100 beds on this floor, plus the knights' quarters, so like 106. So obviously they can alternate. All of my guards can alternate when they sleep, and I can have about 200 people living in this castle. Let's go up a level very quickly, up the spiral staircase, and this is the king's floor. So we have, first of all, we have the king's personal royal guard. We've got a couple of these, similar to the knight's quarters, but with combat outfits, and it started to rain, so let's clear the weather. Yep, just very Spartan again, some shelves, some diamond armour, stuff like that. Same building, same room on the other side over there. We also have a royal library, where we can sit down on these benches, put our feet up, read a book, and some more bookcases on the other side. This is just for the king and his personal friends. And then we have the king's chambers as well. So he has his ceremonial garb, which is a full set of golden armour, combat outfit, which is a full set of diamond armour, and then he obviously has a sitting area, little table and chairs for breakfast in his bedroom, a heated bath, heated because the fire is right there. Oh, let's get out of the bath, and a big king-sized triple bed for him to go in. And yeah, so that's all there is to this floor really. Obviously we also have, again, similar to the floor below, some knights' quarters over here, and apart from the spiral staircase we also have this grand staircase at the back here. So if we go up another level, we have the top level. Now this is the same level as all the walls are on. So let's start on the outside and work our way in. So here we are back again. It actually took me a while to get back to this point because I had to fix a bunch of redstone. But anyway, this is the top floor that we're in now. We'll go in here. I still have to fix these doors, but we'll leave that for now. We just stopped off back there. We've got a little bit of a water feature in here, and the first thing we have is a double doors towards our throne room. So first of all, we've got a little bit of a guard room either side where our royal guard can sit and chill out unless there's some sort of attack, and then we have this big hallway into our main throne room. And this is it. This is the main throne room. So what we have in here is a couple of large fires with a nice big red carpet leading up to the throne. Some nice chandeliers in here as well. Big flag in the middle. This flag style is repeated pretty much everywhere. So we'll go up in the middle here. A couple of braziers out either side as well. And we have our diamond throne, which we can sit on and look at the subjects and say, no, I don't want to give you free things. Go and give me more taxes. Taxes raised for everyone. Everyone raises taxes. Done. And that's what I do as a king. And that's why I would make an amazing king. So please vote for me. Anyway, sorry. What we also have in here is a couple of ready rooms either side. So nothing exciting in this room. But in this room, we have a button. Now in this ready room, what we have is something a little bit different. We've got this button that we hit here, and it reveals a secret passageway. And we can come down here, close the secret passageway, like that, so no one knows where we are. And then we come down here, we get our armor and our swords and shield out of the chest there, hit this button here, and another secret passageway is revealed. And where we are now, if you recognize it, is we are on the king's floor. And there is actually a hidden button up there, which I don't know if you saw earlier. But we are now on the king's floor, so we can get straight to the king's chambers and say, quickly, go to sleep. Because that is an emergency. And I can also close this from outside. And I can open it again. And let's close it here. And go back upstairs. Oh, need to open this one. This is all the redstone that I was just fixing, by the way. And we're back in the throne room. So here we are, back on our diamond throne, looking out onto our peasants. Let's skip ahead, and there's only one or two things left to show you. So back into the hallway area here, just before the throne room. If we go up these stairs, we have our throne room balcony, and we have a chapel as well. So the chapel obviously is always the highest point in a castle. So we have to go all the way upstairs here. And here's our chapel. Nothing incredibly impressive about the architecture in here. It took me a while to actually figure out how to do some trusses that I was moderately happy with. I'm still not that happy with the way these have turned out. But it's turned out alright. And we have plenty of benches here. I've put some empty picture frames on the backs of each one of these benches. They would kind of be where the Bibles or religious book of your choice would be sat. And then we have big red carpet here up to the lectern here, where someone could give his sermon or whatever. And yeah, and a big golden and diamond encrusted cross at the back as well. And we can also look out these windows onto, not a lot at the moment on that side, but onto the castle grounds on this side. And these are the seats where the choir would sit as well. So that's all there is to the chapel, really. Nothing majorly exciting. Can't really see that much out of these windows. So that's pretty much it. There's only a couple of other things to show you which aren't really rooms, but maybe worth a little look anyway. The first of which is this trebuchet. So this took me a while to build, just to get so many upside down stairs and things like that in this, just to get it looking moderately like a trebuchet. For those of you that don't know, trebuchet is similar to a catapult, does the same kind of job, but launches things a lot further and works on a sort of slingshot action. So what you have is these two things here would be attached to a big sling. A payload would be around about here. And then when you cut the cord on the trebuchet, this weight comes down and the arm flies up around, which would bring the payload all the way around on the rope and sling it as far as it can into the distance. So yeah, that's my trebuchet, my own design on that one. So we've got a couple of wheels on either side, so you can turn it and crank it up or do whatever. It's all based on a circular base, so that you can spin it around as well and aim for whatever you want to aim at. And it started raining again, which is fantastic. So we'll switch that off. So yeah, that's my trebuchet. And the only other thing I want to show you is back down into the lobby, the back lobby, where the Great Hall was and that fountain is. We have the back entrance over here as well. So we've got some iron doors, which I'm not going to try and close because the redstone is probably broken with them. But we also have the portcullis here at the back, which I know I fixed the redstone on. So we can open and close that. And we also have some more doors here, which lead out into this little, it's just a little crossroads room, really, which then leads onto the outside. And what we've got here is we've got a big tower there. That's the main keep behind us. Our big tower, big lookout tower type thing over there. And we have the remnants of an old dock area, which I burnt to the ground the other day because I wasn't very happy with it. And some remnants over there as well. So basically I had a bit of a dock area made out of wood, which I created when I first started the map, and I built this back exit here and then realised that the dock I built was pretty rubbish in comparison, so I just burnt it to the ground, which was fun. But yeah, I'll show you the tower over here. We've got this basic bridge here. Some more doors here, which are probably broken. Are they going to open for us? Oh, they are. I think I did fix these ones. But this is just a very basic tower with windows on every level. It's not a living tower. It's just a guard tower. Spiral staircase in the middle. It takes us all the way up. So each floor just has a chest, and that's about it. And except for when you get to the top floor. Is this? Oh, there's this floor which has the exit. Did I fix this door? Yeah, I fixed this door as well. We're doing well. Does it close? It closes! Wow, that's a surprise. I can't remember how much redstone I've fixed and broken in this place. And then we get all the way up to the top. That door, by the way, leads out onto the walls. Sorry if you're getting dizzy, let's turn around this way. And this is the top floor. We've just got some seating areas, some seating and eating areas for our guards. And you can obviously look out the windows onto the castle there. And we'll go one more floor up because this leads out onto the roof. And here is our tower roof, and we can zoom out and have a look at our castle in all of its glory. And that's it. That is my castle. That is Galefast Castle. Obviously, if you like it, then let me know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And if you want me to build something, if you think that it's missing something, yeah, let me know. But yeah, thank you for your time. I'll say thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye now.